أم حسبت أن أصحاب الكهف والرقيم كانوا من آياتنا عجبا.
But Ashfaq, there was one question asked to me a few days ago by somebody that in Nabi Sallam's time, Sahaba said, "Oh, we are just at the brink of
Yes.
Then there's a hadith of Tamim al-Dari as well.
Yes.
So that was then Tabain used to say, okay, this doomsday is just here. So now after 1400 years, we still are saying, oh, it's almost there.
Yes.
So the wall is compromised today, or it was compromised 1400 years ago?
Yes, this is another thing which we would like to describe, and this is very important. And before that, there are ayahs. اقترب الساعة وانشق القمر. Once the moon was split, Allah says the last hour has come very closer.
Yes.
Then اقترب للناس حسابهم وهم في غفلة موردون. You are still facing other side. You are ignorant. That size has come very close to us. And the last prophet, the biggest, you can say, the sign that last prophet has come. There is no other prophet after him. That is where we are, and 1400 years have passed. Now, if that wall is broken, and how we can say that is broken? No one else, or mostly people don't say that wall has broken. Hey, how can we say like this? There are two things. One is hadith, and the other is verses of Quran.
Sure.
So one of the hadiths, what happened in one day, Prophet ﷺ, he during the day he had a nap and came to the household, and he said, La ilaha illallah, la ilaha illallah, la ilaha illallah, wailul lil Arab min sharrin qad iqtarab. There is no deity less Allah Almighty, and destruction is for the Arabs. Arabs are going to be destroyed. With whom? Min sharrin qad iqtarab. With the evil which has come closer to them. And then he mentioned that today there is a hole which has been made in the wall of Yajuj and Majuj.
Really?
Yes, 1400 years back.
So the hole was made that time?
Yes, that time. Prophet ﷺ told us that hole was made. Okay. If 1400 years back the hole was made, and that means, as we already discussed, that
they will come in waves.
Before that, they cannot surmount the wall, one, or if they are able to penetrate or make a hole through the wall,
cannot.
The wall is going to be compromised. And it is the pre-appointed time which Allah knows the best. So with this hadith, which is hadith there in Bukhari Sharif, Musnad Ahmad and Mishkat al-Masabi, this hadith is there. So we can show on the screen as well. So once Prophet ﷺ has himself told us in his lifetime, the hole has been made. That means the wall has been compromised. Now the verse. There is only one verse outside Surah Al Kahf pertaining to Yajuj and Majuj.
Yeah, that was my question.
Yes. This verse is so important to understand. That is Surah Al Anbiya. Surah Al Anbiya, 95 and 96 number verses. Although in 96 numbers, Yajuj or Majuj are mentioned, but these both verses, once you read it and ponder over it jointly, you will come to know the details of the entire story, the situation. Allah says, وَحَرَامٌ عَلَىٰ قَرْيَةٍ أَهْلَكْنَاهَا أَنَّهُمْ لَا يَرْجِعُونَ حَتَّى إِذَا فُتِحَتْ يَأْجُوجُ وَمَأْجُوجُ وَهُمْ مِنْ كُلِّ حَدَبٍ يَنْسِلُونَ. That there is a bar. No nation can go back to that town which has been destroyed.
Yes.
People has sometimes they have translated it that it is like the end of time, that if any city is destroyed, a town is destroyed, no nation can come back until the last hour has come, because once you die, you die.
Of course.
But over here, Allah says that there is a ban, there is a stoppage, there is a barrier on a nation
to go back to the same place.
go back to the same city. It is the same city. Yes.
I am understanding what you are saying.
Yes.
Oh my God. Okay.
It is a geographic thing. So if a nation
Geopolitical,
if a nation goes back to the city which has been destroyed, it is going to raise the alarm bells.
Oh my God.
And that moment is going to be the moment once Yajuj or Majuj are going to be unleashed in the world. Yes, and they will unleash and they will slide, they will rush from top of every mountain peaks.
So the discussion, what I'm understanding from before we talk about that nation, what I'm understanding from what you're explaining is that Yajuj Majuj are simple like us humans, and they are not supernatural characters that people have sometimes portrayed them. And the reason why I'm saying this is the city, if I am not wrong, the city that you are referring to and the nation that you are referring to is, we all know.
Who asked the question?
Yes. Exactly.
This is where we will link it.
Exactly.
Who asked the originally?
Because they were not allowed to enter to that city. Even when Umar Raziallah An took the keys, Jerusalem.
Yes.
What was his name? The
priest
of that place. I forgot his name.
Yes.
He said that please never let them enter the city again.
No, not enter. Do not allow them to possess land.
Possess land.
Yes.
Possess land.
They come and have their sacred visit. They visit everything which they want to. But please don't allow them to possess the land, own the land.
And imagine when they started doing it, this possession.
Yes. Now another thing.
Am I understanding it right?
Yes.
Now you can probably now explain it.
Now
because I am already.
We are getting closer to the peak of this subject.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. I am already getting goosebumps.
Yes. Okay. This is very important. And the waves, they started off immediately, you can say, in the life of Prophet ﷺ or after, immediately afterwards. And there was a mass conversion which happened between Black Sea and the Caspian Sea. And there was a nation called Khazariya. And in that land, a mass conversion. And there are so many books written about the invention of Jews, invention of a nation, and there are so many I have mentioned in my book. You can give me this if I can refer those things. There are.
By the way, before you move forward, because normally our viewers, when they love your our discussions, they always ask you give references of books. So where can we find it? If somebody wants to buy this book.
This book will be available with Free Quran Education.
Okay. So they can contact Free Quran Education Center and you can get a copy of this.
Yes. There is a Jewish doctor, Arian Elhek. He had the scientific report. Tex Marx wrote a book that is DNA, Science and Jewish Bloodline. There are various scientific reports as well as a very important book by Andrew Hitchcock. He wrote The Synagogue of Satan. It also mentions the details of all these things.
But I have a question then. Okay. You cannot convert to be a Jew, isn't it?
Yes.
So how can you say there was a mass conversion?
This is a unique incident in the history
of mankind.
And there is a veil. We are going to lift the veils. Okay. We are lifting the veils. Okay. It is the unique incident in the entire history of the world that Jews, there was a mass conversion. They either have both parents as Jews and their descendants are Jews, or the mother at least that becomes half Jew. So there is a Jewish professor. He is still there in Tel Aviv University, and Shlomo Sand. He wrote the book Invention of Jewish People, and these are very sensational things. And I will also quote that Revelation in the Torah, Revelation that is 2:9. Once it is said by the Jesus that I know thy works and tribulations and poverty, and I know the blasphemy which say we are Jews and are not, but are the synagogue of Satan. These are the synagogue of Satan who are unleashed. Yajuj and Majuj are basically, these are the forerunners of Dajjal, the Antichrist. This is the army of Dajjal, and Yajuj are those which are consciously implementing the agenda, the satanic agenda, and Majuj are those which are unconsciously doing the same thing, and they are there in all the denominations.